So what I want to talk to you tonight about is how you and I can work together to transform transportation in a sea of data, which happens to be South Florida. But before I get to the sea of data part, I want to talk about what's going on now without the data. And what I want you to do is close your eyes and imagine yourself driving down a very dark road with only your headlights on. Now turn those headlights off, and that's exactly how we do transportation planning right now. And so we need information on what we're doing. We really don't have it out there. We have census data every 10 years. We have traffic data every year or so. And what happens is we're in a data desert. We are very thirsty for data. And unlike our buddy Luke Skywalker, who can turn his computer off and kill the Death Star, we don't have Obi-Wan Kenobi telling us high-speed rail is the answer, okay? So what we need to make our decisions is we need data. That's what you guys are here for, right? So give us the data, we'll make the information, and we can make better decisions off this data. And just like the guy who's driving down the road, he needs his headlights on. And what I want you to do is look at the drink. Take your drink and look at your drink right now. If your drink is running low, that's your data. What is the information that tells you? That means you need to go get another drink, right? And tip our bartenders over here. That's the decision that you make off the data. And that's what we need to be doing in transportation as well. So luckily in transportation, the data desert it's starting to rain now. We're starting to eradicate this desert. Cars, trucks, subways, trains, taxi cabs, everything. Traffic lights, they're all starting to emit data, where they are, what they're doing, what's going on. And we can know the value of the semi-truck, the cargo. But the problem is with all this data, it can be a little bit overwhelming if we don't know how to use it right. And it's kind of like a waterfall overwhelming you with water. We have all this data washing over us. And so what the problem is now is that with all this data, how do we make sense of it? How do we turn this data into actionable information that we can actually make good policy decisions on? And that's where I'm looking to you guys for right now. I want you guys to be a dam. Just like a dam turns seawater into useful electricity, we need the apps to turn a sea of data into actionable information. So that is what I'm going to be showing you right now, the next slides here. So there's some good examples right now. Here's a spreadsheet. Pretty boring, right? It's impossible to read. We have no idea what it says. And kind of like, I'm going to wait for it. Macaulay Culkin. We're a little bit overwhelmed, okay, with this data. But luckily, TriMet in Portland has taken this data and is making a dashboard showing us what the information means. Now I can see my ridership. Now I can see how much my on-time performance is. That, to me, is actionable information as a transit provider I can use to improve my organization to make it better. Here's some data from a freeway. Again, boring, overwhelming. No Home Alone this time. And so, what Berkeley Transportation Systems in Berkeley has done is they've taken this data and turned it into visual data. Now I can use this information so I know where to put my new interchange. Or as a driver, I know what freeway to avoid in the morning. Same thing with transit. Now we know where our buses are in real time. So as a transit rider, I know where my buses are and how long I'm going to wait until my next bus. Hopefully it's not 89 minutes. That would take forever. Okay, that's great, right? We're happy with today? No.
Line in the back.
We're not happy with today. What we want to do is we want to imagine a future, okay? Now put your thinking caps on. Now let's think about what we can do with this data. Imagine that you want to go from here to the UN because you're Jason Bourne or something. And so you put the origin and destination in your phone, and you say, I want a taxi to take me there. The taxi cab receives that data and picks you up. And I just found out today, this isn't the future, this is today. I was so taken back, it's great. Imagine that traffic lights talk to each other. Imagine that traffic lights talk to you and tell you how fast you should drive to get the best gas mileage, to limit your impact on the environment. This can be done, okay? Now what I really want you to do is imagine SimCity come to life.
Yes!
We have all the information in front of you so you can make the right decision. This is my dream city right here, okay? I've been working on the city for a few months, so please. So, what I really have to ask you guys is, are you going to make this possible? Are you guys going to make the apps that we need as policymakers and as consumers to turn the data, a flood of data, into information that we need? Because without you guys, we can't do this. And if we can get this data into information, to quote Ronald Reagan, it's going to be morning again in America. And that driver who turned off his headlights, I think he wants the sun to rise, okay? Thank you very much.